Welcome to the Preliminary Cost Estimating Tool Training Series. In this video, we'll be going over utilizing Google Earth to supplement your estimate. Okay, so let's take a look at how we can use Google Earth to aid us with our estimate, and as well as provide some backup to the quantities we're putting into our estimate file. So let's start out. We've zoomed into our project area here. The first segment we're going to look at is we're going to add a turn lane for this segment of roadway here to make a left. So we can use our add path tool. Let's call this mile strip road new turn lane. So we're gonna say this will be box widening HMA, proposed section. So we're gonna have 4-foot shoulder on the north. We're going to have 5 12-foot travel lanes, and then we're going to have a 10-foot shoulder on the south. And then we can go ahead and select a color for our line. We'll use blue for this one. I'm going to pop the width up to 3 just so it's a little more visible. Then we're going to go from the bridge to a little bit past this intersection here. And go over to measurements here, change it to feet. So 728 feet, let's call it 730 feet. Length equals 730 feet. And then we can click OK. Let's also real quick here just add a mill and inlay section as well. So I'll go mile strip road mill and inlay. So let's call this HMA mill and inlay. Length equals, and then section, we're just going to have 6 12-foot travel lanes with no shoulders. And notice I'm not getting too nitpicky about the sections. You know, at a preliminary stage, we're really just looking at keeping these as general as possible. So, you know, we went from our section over here right to our full mill and inlay section here. So let's give this one a different color. Let's go with a green this time. I'll start there. And go through the intersection and end it right about there. So we'll call it 850 feet. And click OK. So now we can see we can click on the lines we just made, and it brings up all of our assumptions. So let's go ahead and add this to our preliminary cost estimate. So we're on mile strip road. I went ahead and set these up in the estimating tool already. So we've got a 730 foot length, 4-foot shoulder on the left, 60 feet for travel lanes, and then a 10-foot shoulder on the south. So 730 feet, 4-foot, 60 foot, 10, and then we'll do the widening to the north, so we'll go 16 on the left, 0 on the right. account for some removal. I'm also going to add a note over here. See Google Earth KMZ for limits. Just to make somebody who's taken a look at this aware that there is some sort of backup to what is entered here. So we can put in our mill and inlay section now. So we have 850 feet, 6 12-foot travel lanes, no shoulders, so just 72 feet wide for mill and inlay. 72.0. I just like to clean these up. I'm going to go 850 feet. No removal. And that's all there is to it. Now let's just go over saving this along with your Excel file. So you can tell the 2 lines we put in came in here under temporary places. So if we right click on that and we can do save place as, you can browse to your path here. We'll just call it pin number estimate backup .kmz. Click save. And you can see once you browse to that folder, you have this KMZ file here. You can double click on it. And now rather than it being in a temporary, just under the temporary places, you have it in its own KMZ. And that includes all of the information you need. And this is really useful for somebody picking this up at a later date from when the estimate was done. It just makes it so much easier to go and review what somebody was thinking in the earlier stages. So it's pretty good practice to keep a KMZ file with your estimate, especially if you don't have a CAD drawing yet. If you're at the stage where you have this drawn in CAD, this might not be necessary, but I think it's a really good idea if you don't have that to add this KMZ. And that's all you need to know for backing up your estimate using Google Earth. And that concludes this training segment. Be sure to check out our other preliminary cost estimating tool training videos. Thank you.